Hi everyone, I was going to go live, but then I decided against it because I just had a lot to say today and a lot to get through, and I wanted to get through it properly. So I decided to pre-record the session so that I can get it right. So there's definitely been a lot going on with the energy at present. Definitely been feeling it. Especially with all the solar flares that have been happening and the DNA upgrades at this point in time. My goodness, they have definitely been upgrading, and last night was probably like a pretty good sleep that I had had in a long time, between a few other personal things that had happened to the body and getting better from those. It was pretty good night of sleep, except for being woken up early this morning by someone who needed to help me out. Just having to sort of keep myself together. So, not into going into that. Just take it easy with yourselves. Like, do a bit of grounding. Like, definitely connect to Gaia. Like, take your shoes off, pop your feet in the dirt, and just really walk on Gaia, because you will need it like now at the moment to really ground your energy. And if you can't do that, maybe a grounding mat could help you at this point in time, and even having some plants around you if you can't get outside and you just have to be inside at the moment, because plants are just so beautiful and so magic, and they give us oxygen, obviously, and they help us so much with our energy and transmuting things on us that we need to transmute, especially if you're a sensitive. Have some lovely indoor plants around you, like your beautiful little African violet. If you are not really the green thumb, I'm not really the green thumb, but I still love my trees. And the African violet's very hardy, or mother tongue, or wherever you are in your country, find your hardy plant that is hard to kill. If you are so much like me and not much of a green thumb, and the other people in your family are the green thumbs. So in saying that, holy dooly, the triggers have been coming, honey bunches. We will go into speaking on unity, which I was going to speak about, and then I will go into a minimal bit of a card reading, and I won't dive too deeply into it because the card reading is about the energy that's been going on, but it will just clarify things for you and put a picture to the energy. In saying that, I have been dealing with some triggers that I thought were gone. Whew, boy didn't I. It's like definitely been dealing with people questioning me on my culture and everything like that, and that just still blows me away. It really does. It blows me away how brazen these people are with the way that they come at you, and the ignorance behind it, the way that they just brazenly come at you and say the way that they say things, like, yes, it's just a bit much. I won't go too much into it. I will just say that I know that it must have been something that in myself that I needed to let go of and release, which I thought I had released that fear, but obviously it came back because we're doing a lot of releasing of fears. And we can see it around the world with the wars happening and the separations happening and the racism happening. And I will have to say the issue that came up with me was racism. And it doesn't mean that it's great and that, because you're a beautiful, open-hearted person and you deal with it at the time, it doesn't mean that later on it doesn't put you into the mind of like complete shock that this is still there and this is still happening in a very modern world that we thought had moved beyond the dark ages, because I like to think of it as the dark ages, basically, of when people thought that way, because I would like to think in the world that we are in today that we were sort of beginning to come closer and closer to unity, and these things were basically of the very, very dark past. because it's quite shocking. And yes, maybe within myself I manifested that because that's a trigger that I'm needing to release. And I did have a slight rah-rah on that, and I will keep it minimal. And I will just say, as my poem says, you know, forgive me, my hair's like deciding that this is the moment that it's going to go static and stick out. And go, woo, and take off with the energy field and have a static moment. Now, not getting distracted by that, because obviously Spirit wants us to stay lighthearted and not get dragged down into the dense energy that they're trying to drag us down into. Trying to, like, keep myself in the, I'll just call it middle of the road, because, you know, we don't want to go too high, we don't want to go too low, we just want to keep the middle of the road. Sort of like as above, so below, and just sort of keep the tree trunk in the middle. And yes, in saying that, without going too into the densities and too into the emotion, trying to be the detached observer at this point and observing why I manifested this trigger into my life, and why you might have manifested some of the triggers into your life, and why they're sort of like you're thinking, oh, I kind of thought I dealt with that. But in saying that, with all the upgrades and things going on, some things are going to come back, because we're doing this, what I call the great cleanse at the moment, and we're rebirthing. And nobody ever said childbirth was easy. I would like to see a mum that said, shit, yeah, you know, it was so cool delivering that watermelon, I felt nothing. Yeah, good one, love, good one. Let me know how. Yes, getting back onto what I was saying, excuse me. Quick coffee, the throat's going on me. Oh my God, yes, throat chakra for me is having some blocks at the moment, and I'm just going, oh my God. Yeah. So yes, it never gets old when someone turns around and goes, oh my God, how can you be original? You're so white. Oh my God, I just can't understand it. And you just go, oh my God, thank you. I haven't heard that question before. Haven't had to answer that question before. Thanks for the racism for the day. Love you too. Thanks for bringing up the genocide of my people and how I got here. Oh, man, let me come over and see if you would like someone to leave blood in your laundry for you or something like that. And cheers, have a great day. Sorry, I'm just bringing a sense of humour to it. Yes. There are nicer ways to ask about a person's culture than to point out things that they are quite aware of and do it quite rudely and blatantly. Yes, let me just say that. It never gets old. It never stops shocking you when they are so brazen. Yes, indeed. Among other comments that I'm sure other people have experienced in their life, and they're still going, OMG, I thought I dealt with that trigger. OMG. Yes, and I'll say it again, race is an illusion, as I wrote in my poem previously. It is a beautiful illusion, but in itself, yes, it is an illusion, and we've chosen that illusion for a reason, to learn a lesson, because, you know, we are here to learn, and that's why we came here. We are on the earth, we are on the great library, we are on the great teaching planet. We are on the planet which is in remission, and we came here in the greatest time of our lives, and we've done it many, many times, and this is probably the time that it is just the most magnificent, that we're trying to bring it back to where it should have always been. Excuse me, I'm having heart chakra release. Great time for it to happen, but it happens. Excuse me. Yes, in saying that, excuse me, releasing just happens for me. I can't stop it. In saying that, just remember when we're getting triggered by these people that they were this, what my lovely mentor likes to say, as the agents of the universe. Woo, it's an agent of the universe, baby. And just do a little dance and go, oh my God, the agent of the universe is here to deliver me and teach me something I thought I'd already dealt with. Woohoo, the agent of the universe. And just blow it off and detach from it and just realise this is what we're going through, the great cleansing. Okay, and Yes, just keep being the warriors of light and keep going, my loves. Okay. Let us get on to our beautiful cards. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about this beautiful oracle deck in forever. I bought it ages ago. It's quite a unique deck. It's called the Oracle of Freedom. It's an independent deck by, I can't even say this lovely person's name, so I'll just say S. Zadore. And it's a very unique oracle in the fact that it doesn't have very many cards to it, but it was expensive. But it's still beautiful because, yeah, it's called the Oracle of Freedom. And I thought it was quite fitting with all the energetic things that are going on around the world at the moment and what we're dealing with and the triggers that we're dealing with and the great cleansings that we're dealing with. And all I can say is, my loves, stay strong. Stay in unity, stay together, remember who you are. You are the light, you are the beauty. We are not separate, we are one. It does not matter what colour you are, it does not matter what race you are, even if wars have gone on. Just remember, you do not have to have mob mentality. Remember who you are. We are beings of beauty and light and honour and love. You are love, you are always love, no matter what colour you are. And that's why I say, honey, I am no colour. Yes, I might resonate, forgive me, they're being funny again, resonate with one culture closely because that is what I chose to do this lifetime. But in the end, honey, I call myself the Rainbow Warrior. Colour and race does not matter to me. Yes, the wars are going on. Yes, the tragedies are going on. Many of them for many, many years, and a few new ones around the world. I think the thing that saddens me is when we get caught in the energy of fear and hate and intolerance, and we forget why we came and why we're here and who we are. Because we are the light and we are brilliant and beautiful and we are love. Now, in saying that, we have the fear card, and that's what I was talking about. You know, we are so much in fear at the moment. It is about fear energy. A lot about fear energy. This is the biggest time that they like to call it the elite of the elite in the darkness. And whether we like it or not, we got dark, we got light, and yes, we chose the journey. And as light workers at one point, we might have been the darkness, yes, but then we've come out of that and we've chosen to do this now. And there are lots that have chosen to stay in the dark, and that's where they will stay. And they're the ones right now that are trying to stay because they want to stay in the comfort. And they want to stay in where they are because they like their little box, they like their little area. But what we're trying to do is liberate you and bring back the equality, bring back the sovereignty, bring back the freedom that you were born to have. It's your birthright. So don't let the fear grab you, okay? Because you'll sit there and try to bring yourself to a moment of clarity where you had that moment and you're thinking, how did that come about? Where did that emotion come from? Do what I call become the detached observer. Like I said, do a heap of grounding, because you might have those moments where you just don't know where that emotion came from and how you felt it. Forgive me, I'm losing my breath. Because things are happening so fast. And they want them to happen fast. They want you to be bombarded. They want you to forget the light. They want you to be angry. They want you to be in fear. They want you to bombard people with triggers and horrible things. They want you to be in that fear. They want it to overtake you. They want to grab your emotions and they want to manipulate them to the core. Don't let them do that. Go within. Remember who you are at the core of your being. Beyond race, beyond colour, beyond religion, beyond everything. Remember who you are in here and do not let them take the freedom from you. So now the next card we have, my loves, is freedom. Okay? And there is a lot of things in this beautiful oracle about meditations and everything, but I'm not trying to keep you here for 50,000 years. Because if anything like me, you just want to listen and go forward. So in saying that, it is the time, my darlings. We are releasing the past Akashic records. Forgive me. Heart release again. Pardon me. Do excuse me. At this moment, we are releasing our Akashic records. We are releasing everything that we came here to learn and do and everything. And yes, you know, past life this and past life that and all those other things. It is time to release the karma. It is time to come into a higher paradigm. This is the time of the cleansing. It is also the time of you to be greatly aware. Do not let them create new karma for you. Big no, my darlings. No. Because this is your time, my darlings, to come into your freedom, to come into your sovereignty, to stand up for who you are and what humanity is and what it all means to be here and why we're here. And this is the beautiful freedom card. Freedom. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. And here we go. And moment. I love this card. It's got a rainbow and a star. My two favourite things in the world, rainbows and stars. Here we go. Here we are. We have the rainbow and the star, and it is called the moment. And yes, it is the moment. Because, my loves, everything will pass. Because I have had the visions of it passing. It's just, I haven't sort of said much about it. But spirits guided me. They're like, what are you doing, Missy? Get out there and show them who you are. It's time to be you and it's time to tell them. So, yes, Spirit's been nudging me to get out of my own way and to get on here and show you who I am. So, the little light being, who apparently is supposed to be distracted by this and my elementals having fun and playing with me and trying to lighten me all the time, telling me to be who I am. And for the first time, I got light language channeled to me, and I don't even know what it means. I got kira lira, and I have no idea what it means. They just went, come on, just say kia. And I went, whoa, excuse me, what's that? And then after I say kia, they're like, kia. And I'm like, okay, kia. And then the next thing I get is lira. So I'm going to give that to you, not knowing the heck what I'm saying. But I got it channeled to me, and it's part of the message to you. So if you understand it, you understand it, but you're not meant to. It's meant to be from the heart. So they channeled it to me, and I got kia and lira. No idea what it means, but much love to you with it. As I'm channeling more, I'm just going to trust, because that's my thing as well, is learning to trust. And I think that's, you know, I can't speak for you, but that's part of my lesson, learning to trust and trusting spirit and trusting my intuition. And, you know, a lot of light workers are needing to trust this because of what we've been through. And they want us to stay trapped in the fear, and they want us to stay trapped in the illusion, because how dare we be powerful? How dare we be sovereign? How dare we remember how frickin' amazing we are? How dare we? Oh my God, how dare we? How dare we remember how fabulous we are? How dare we? But anyway, in saying that, after that little channel, just remember the moment. The moment is about the feeling the freedom, like I was speaking from the freedom, and also letting go of all those Akashic records and karma, and coming into your sovereignty and time of letting go of the illusion of time, because there is no time. There never has been no time. We just have that to help ourselves get through the day. And we've been on what we call the mouse wheel for so long. And yes, in a way, what's happened is very hard, but in another way, it needed to happen. And it was meant to happen this way. And it's happened in certain ways in other planets. And now it's come here so that they can see in that other planet where that time, when they were trying to solve a certain thing that was happening there, without me saying too much and going into the past too much and setting too many triggers for too many people off. You know, we've been here before. We've done it before, baby, and we can do it again. And this time we can do it with style, and we can go out with a bang, and we can get our sovereignty and our freedom and let go of the illusion of time and bring ourselves into the golden age, because that's why we're here. Because on other planets, there was a time where something happened similar, and that's another reason why we're here, is to see with that time where that went wrong, because that is why we are here on the teaching planet, and that is why a lot of the things that are happening now are happening. And one more little spoiler about the vision that I had, my loves. Just hold on, my darlings, because this too shall pass. 2023 is going to rock your jets, and 2024, let's just say by that time, this too shall pass. And we'll leave it at that. And just know that I have had a vision that things will get better by 2024. And I have seen so many beautiful things happen. So don't live in the fear. We've been here before. We've been through harder things than this, and this too shall pass. It's just that there is more manipulation available to them. So do your grounding. Walk around and do your beautiful, beautiful spirit saying your spirit dance. Stay grounded, stay gorgeous, and remember who you are. You are the love. You are the light. You are divine. You are sovereign, and freedom is your birthright. Mwah. Love and light.